Hey guys, in this video I just wanted to share a gambit I recently discovered that hasn't been played a lot. It's been played a few thousand times, like 5,000 times on Lichess, but has never been played in the Masters database. So it's in the Sicilian Alapin variation, so e4, c5, this is the Alapin variation, where you want to get a double pawn center by pushing d4, and then take back with the c3 pawn, and best move is knight f6, and then you want to save the pawn, go e5, attack the knight, gain a tempo, knight goes to d5, and here's where the gambit is. So it is pawn f4, and it's never been played in the Masters database. And the whole idea behind this gambit opening is if they take, you're going to get a tempo on this knight. If they go back, this is kind of like a main line of the Alapin variation, but you're up a tempo and you're down this pawn right here. So in the main line, it would be like this, and you would just play a normal game. Black shouldn't have really many problems. Usually they'll strike the center also with d6. But if they accept the gambit, they can get in a lot of trouble. And the reason is because if they go back, you could play c4. And I think this is the whole idea of the opening. I don't really think you're going to want to go knight f3 or bishop, what is it saying? Bishop d3. But you could, because the main idea of this opening, and I'll have to do more analysis, I kind of want to just make a quick video just to share what I recently found, because I have a game going on with Stockfish 16.1 and Berserk 13 with this gambit. So I'll upload that soon, hopefully. So I haven't done a lot of analysis, but it looks like the whole idea is you get this huge center for the pawn. Yes, you get tempos and you get a center. And obviously, there's some moves that Black needs to find to strike back in the center, get their pieces out, and be a little bit better. And it's only a little bit better too, which is at least at low depth. Again, have to do more analysis, but it scores pretty well. So the ratings that have played it haven't been that high. Highest was like 2,000 or something in some games. So I'm just going to stick with this position because I haven't done a lot of analysis. So you give up this pawn for this huge center, and you get massive development. But the main idea is to get a checkmating attack basically on this f7 square. You're going to get the light squares really weak. These knights could get trapped. That's basically the whole idea of this gambit. If they play the best move, h4 is extremely difficult to meet with. Because let's say they just play a move like h5. Now they're never going to be able to kick out this knight that hops to g5. And it's targeting this f7 square. You get this bishop out, you castle, and you basically attack the f7 square. This queen is also targeting the h5 square. You've got this bishop ready to go. If they trade, now your knight on b1 can hop to c3. Like say they trade. Let's say trade here. Let's play. I mean, Stockfish 16.1 is already giving +1, but at least in Lichess, Black has been doing well. What do they usually play? d6. Let's look at d6. Knight g5. No one's played it. That's all you gotta know, guys. Knight g5. That's like the main theme in this game. If they play h7, of course. And these games transposed, didn't they? Not quite. Let's look at a little bit more. e6. Now this knight's gonna be a target. And then if f6 could hop in, you can go here, target the knight. The knight trapped. Yeah. Oh man, this looks a lot of fun. So yeah. If they go here, h4. If they go here, c4. If they go here, d5. And you kind of transpose, but now you don't even need to play c5. So this is even a little better. So all of these positions are good. All of them. If they accept. You just got to know the kind of basic ideas. I need to do a little more analysis. But it's amazing. One more thing I want to show you is, let's say they don't accept, right? For a little bit. They can get into some trouble. Let's say they play knight here. You play knight f3. And if they accept now, which Stockfish is like, oh, it's the best move. Well, they can't go back to here. They have to go back into this h4 line, which again is extremely difficult to deal with. At least in these lines, white is scoring a lot better. But if they go back, now c4 is extremely good. And the reason is because now you're hitting this knight with tempo, and the knight doesn't have anywhere good to go. You may be like, well, it can go to b4. Well, you're just going to get it trapped. Goes here. I mean, look at this. You've spent all this time on these knights. They can't jump anywhere. They're stuck. You're going to get these bishops out, this knight out, h4. This knight can already come back too, because pawn's on c4, not c3. It's GG. So they got to give up the pawn again. Just takes. And you got the whole center, not even down a pawn. And only move Stockfish is giving to fight back is g6. And even g6, I believe, is not even, like, you gotta, like, who's gonna play g6? Like, f6. I mean, this is, like, horrible. Horrible. And then, yeah, just don't allow counterplay. Like, if takes, then you, like, basically, what is it? This pawn is pinned, so you gotta take. But you still have the center. It's gotta develop now, as black is gonna start developing as well. But yeah, these are the basic ideas of the opening. I just wanted to share my quick thoughts because I just found this like an hour ago. I might make some future videos. I might even try to get some games with it. If I'm trying to think of how I'd do that. I guess I would have to play e4 more, try to get it against Sicilians. But when I played e4 on League Chess, I was getting Sicilian like all the time. So I don't think that's pretty hard. I should try to get some games. Yeah, try to share them if I can get some. But that's going to do for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.